Welcome to Smart Business Show. This is episode 148. It'll come out on December 22nd, which is tomorrow. This will be the last one of 2017 because I'm going to take pretty much 2 weeks off. So I'll be off partway through tomorrow, after lunch anyways, and I won't really be back until the first full week of January. Now, it's not that I won't be doing anything in there. I will be doing some stuff, but I'll be taking a lot of that time off. So when I say the first full week, I actually mean the second full week because New Year's is on the 1st on a Monday. So during that time, I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to hang out with my wife and the kids. I'm going to be spending afternoon with my wife talking about how our year went, just kind of recapping our year, and so we know how we want next year to go. And any of the changes we're going to make. I think we both have some things that we want to do differently for next year. Updating my computer, possibly to High Sierra. Well, I'm not convinced it's stable enough for me yet. Maybe just a clean install of Sierra. I need a clean operating system. Anyways, I will be writing. I will be writing probably in the mornings. I'll probably get up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. still and go write for a couple hours and hopefully finish off a book that I'm working on. And I'll be planning my 12-week cycle. Probably a part of that will be done with my wife in our coffee date. And I'll be writing and do some more writing. I'd like to finish off one book length piece for January, and I'd like to have most of the one I want for February done. The January one is going to be aimed at that freelancer that is into their business a bit, but really needs to kick it up to the next level. So, they're making, a 5-figure income and they want to get to the 6. We're going to talk more about that idea after, though, the dollar values anyways. So recap my 2017. I published around 215,000 words. Some of that was in book form, some of that was in video form, but most of it was for free on the site. I did some guest posting on other sites as well. My income is down the most it's ever been. This is due mostly to switching from development work as my main source of income to coaching work as my main source of income. I don't have time to do really a lot of development work. It's hard to get the focus for it. I really only have 1 day a week. I can put in about 6 hours and that's it. So that is a big chunk of my income gone. And I like doing development work. There's a lot of things I like about it, but I found it hard to switch focus out of the coaching stuff, the writing stuff into that. So hopefully, in 2018, I want that to have a turnaround income-wise, at least, where I can be writing, I can be reading, I can be doing stuff like that and coaching, and that's it. And really doing almost no development work. There's 2 clients I love, and I've already talked to them about this, so I'll probably stick with them unless things don't go good. I published 3 books. I published Becoming a Master. All these links are in the show notes. I published my best books of 2016, which I'm still having problems with getting the PDF approved through the CreateSpace, the Amazon KDP stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully that gets out in print as well. And I published Finding and Marketing to Your Niche as well. We're way back at the beginning of the year. So I think I'm on track to have published a book every year for like the last 5 years now. And this year I published 3. I launched a video course that was called 8-Week Business Bootcamp. And along with that, I launched a membership to the site. So there's a yearly membership to the site. It's only yearly. There is no monthly. And you get it by purchasing the 8-Week Business Bootcamp. And I encourage you to go through that when you purchase it. And on top of the bootcamp, you get access to the membership, which includes a book club. It includes access. I already told you I'm going to write some book length content. You'll get that for free as part of the membership. It'll be available on Kindle and a couple other formats, but you will get it for free. And we'll actually go through it. We'll talk about it. That'll be some of the extra content that we discuss, some of the extra meetings with me and with the other people. There's also a book club. And there's links to, again, all of this in the show notes. There's a book club that will go through 12 books that I think are awesome. If you're thinking of joining that, then the first book you need to read is called How to Read a Book. It is hard read. Read the first third, maybe the first quarter, whatever it is, and just start reading books better. Start reading better in general. I did a video course for Asian efficiency on analog productivity. One of my book length pieces is actually a book on analog productivity. It's looking to be around 70,000 words. I don't think I will get that done for January, which was the original plan. That's the one I would get done for February then. And their video course will be available in January in their dojo, which is their membership community. I also revamped my start page with a bunch of reading lists. So if you are looking to figure out how to market your business, I've got a short list of some stuff I've written, but then a bunch, say the 4 or 5 maybe best books that you should read in this vein. I've also started, just barely started, adding more content around the books that I've read so that you can easily find them all and they'll show up as reviews properly, and that you can sort and find them inside categories and other stuff. I still need to work on some of the structure of that. So it is that the easy ways to sort and filter them is not live. But I continue to hear from people that they go to my site first to look for books and see if it's worthwhile and what they should read in a genre. And so I say I've exposed some of that in reading lists with my personal manual choices. And then you'll see more of that being available on a separate page where you can like sort through all the books and search them and, you know, filter them down to genre and look at which ones have the best ratings and look at all that stuff. So thanks for all the fish. One thing I want to address for podcast listeners, and I wrote about this yesterday briefly, I already talked about it and alluded I would be talking about it, is that I don't actually want you to have a six-figure income. I say that because it's what catches people's eye, because they think they want to earn six figures, and that's the meaning of success, but it's not actually. The meaning of success really is getting to live the life you want, right? I spent this morning at my daughter's preschool and feeling pretty good about it, and enjoying it. I watched her sing. I watched her look at me and say, "Adults can't sing, Daddy." And then when you know they were kind of moving to playtime and we could hang out and just watch them and talk with them and play a little bit, she looked at me and said, "Daddy, I'm with my friends. Go away." So I came away, and I'm here before I have to go pick her up in about 20 minutes. And that's what I want for you. And maybe it's not kids. Maybe you don't have kids. Maybe you want to travel and you want to earn an income in such a way that you can travel and you don't have to be online a couple days a week. That's totally cool. Like that's whatever it is for you. That's really what I want. I say six figure because that's the number that people grasp after. And that's kind of, in my experience, that has been the first spot where your business is really seems to be flexible enough that you can do that. You're earning enough and you've built the processes so that you can do better. But if it's, you know, taking your, say, a $60,000 a year income or your revenue and learning to do that in 2 days a week, then that's can help you with that. That's what I want to be able to do. I want you to be able to go hiking. I want you to be able to do all those different things. Because I really think that having business success, having dollars in your pocket, and having, say, ruined relationships, not being around for your kids, not being around with your friends, not getting to go do other things out there, maybe even not just, maybe for you it's your side projects, not getting to work on your side projects, your side code project, your side design, whatever, going to volunteer at a local agency. So if you're doing awesome business and neglecting all of those things, then you're a failure. And I want you to not to be a failure. I want you to succeed. So that's it for episode 148 of the Smart Business Show. I'd love to see some reviews on, I was going to say Amazon, but I'm not on Amazon to my knowledge anyways. I'd love to see some reviews on iTunes. I'd love to see some recommendations in Overcast or anything. The biggest way you can help me, is first to maybe look at some coaching, but secondly, to share the content you find valuable. And if you don't find it valuable, shoot me an email. My email is curtis@curtismchale.ca. I'd love to hear about it, or make a comment on the site, or make a comment on YouTube or something. Let me know. If you're not finding content valuable, if it's not helping you, then I need to know so I can change it. And if you have questions, ask them. I'd love to answer some questions on the show. I used to have more people put in questions. So again, I'd love some. If you have questions about anything, you're struggling with a client, I deal with it. Maybe even we'll come on and we can talk about it and do that as a show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being awesome. Take a break. It's Christmas time. Whether or not you, do the whole Christmas thing, believe in it with whatever religious stuff, it's a good time to take a break. It's a good time to reset. It's a good time to, because no one expects much of you during this next week and a bit, to just not do much and relax and work on where you want to be for next year so that you can kick next year's ass. Have a good one.